was so much easier than me.
Just a lot fitter than you.
No, it was my gears. Something was wrong with my gears.
It's the bike. It must be the bike.
I feel like there's a spider in my bum. I can feel it crawling. I'll be honest, I've got no idea what I'm doing with this, but my only aim is that you feel calm and have fun and enjoy watching these. I can't promise I'll always be calm, but I have made a promise to myself to not overthink this, which some might say is impossible to do, but I plan everything. I try and do everything very calculated, and with this I was like, no, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to roam free. I also feel like no one's going to watch these, so I'm really just going to see what happens. Right now what I'm actually doing is my warm-up that I do for most of my sessions, to be fair, but particularly my upper body days. Now, I'm not holding any of these stretches, even though it looks like yoga. I'm keeping it fluid. I'm trying to open up my joints. I've got a lot of injuries, so I need to make sure that I'm very warm and do specific lifts to prepare me for the movements I'm about to do. I think people really overcomplicate their warm-ups. Like, it literally just needs to mimic what you're about to do and be relevant to your injuries and your niggles. I did promise myself I was going to try not to get too coachy, and I'm already doing it, aren't I? But this vlog will hopefully give you a bit of an insight into one of my typical weekends. I just want to almost like plant you as like a fly on the wall, and that's the kind of vibe that I'm going for. But I'm also going to be revealing a challenge which I might have stupidly set myself. So I don't know if this is a really stupid idea, but I am going to retreat in, what are we in now? July. So basically in 2 months' time, I'm going to a retreat. And I don't know if this was the stupidest idea ever, but it's like a coaching retreat, and we've all had to set ourselves a challenge, like some kind of fitness challenge. So I was like, oh, I'll just decide to do a pull-up. Not a pull-up. A muscle up. I was like, oh, I'll just decide to do a muscle up, like that'll be my challenge. I've got 2 months to try and do a muscle up. I don't know who I thought I was deciding that was going to be my challenge. You know when like you just have a day where you're just feeling yourself, like you're listening to good music, you've had coffee, you're like, oh, I can do a muscle up. Of course I can do that. And then now that I've started looking into like what it actually takes, the skill, the things I need to be practicing, I have no clue. I have no business to try and do a muscle up. So I've got 2 months. Today's the first day that I'm even trying some kind of skill practice. I just had that, like that naive confidence of like, oh, I can do a pull up, I can do a dip. Surely I could do a muscle up. I think there's a lot more that goes into it than that. So today's like my first day of trying the skills, if you can even call it that. And when I say skills, I have no idea what I'm doing. My like level of what I'm trying to do right now is like when you go on TikTok and you see a video and you're like, oh, I'm an expert now. I've listened to a podcast on this one thing, so I must be an expert. That is me right now with my pull-ups. And when I say that, it's because I have literally just watched a YouTube video, asked one person who I know can do a muscle up, and gone, I'm gonna give it a go. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see. The other thing I didn't even take into account is ceilings. And where am I even going to train to do a muscle up? Like ceilings in this gym, you can't even do an overhead press because the ceiling's so low. The gym that I train at, there's nowhere where you can bring yourself over the bar. I was even thinking like, do I buy a bar on Amazon and order it to my house to try and do this? So we've got things working against us, but we're going to see what happens. I do want both actually.
You excited?
I feel a bit scared.
Of what?
I don't know if I can do that.
Scared of the little hill.
It's a big hill. What gear do I need to be in?
You don't need a gear.
So just my brake?
Yeah, just brake.
So we're watching House of Dragons. I don't know why, but I get emotional whenever the dragons are on screen. As in, like, I can't describe it. I have anxiety. My emotions are very high. And I had this thought of like, oh, maybe I was a dragon in a past life if I had to be an animal. And obviously Harry was laughing at me and was like, oh, if you ever get a dragon tattoo, I'll disown you. And I just don't know. I just feel like suddenly, I'm always so indecisive. And then suddenly I was like, well, obviously my next tattoo is going to be a dragon. Obviously, because of how hyped up I get around them. But I don't know if I'm then going to regret that afterwards. But I also feel like it must be a thing if you think you were a certain animal in a past life. Like, I bet if I searched that online, there'd be other people. What animal would you be? Boring. Too long. Okay, go on.
What animal what?
If you had to be an animal in a past life, what do you think you were?
I don't think I was anything. Yeah, that could be wrong.
Cool story, bro. Change topic. I don't know how to eat it.
Just do it though.
What do you mean I've got ice cream on my face? Quick question. Where do you buy ice cream vans from? No one knows. Where do you buy ice cream vans from?
My dad has ice cream vans.
Don't ruin it.
My dad's mate has
Where
ice
do you
cream
buy
vans.
them from?
Shop.
Has anyone ever figured that out?
From the shop. Oh yeah, out the saddle, yeah? Fucking butchering it. Oh, hey, look at me. Oh, you gotta take a bite. It's pathetic. My turn. No. Just don't do it. That's £7.50 of watermelon.
It's like my head's not flat enough.
I think you got to put it in the middle of your head. There you go, and look forward. There you go, isn't it?
Oh! Oh, that hurts too much. So I've set myself a challenge to try and make and sell a piece of art in 90 days time. This is week 2 of this challenge, and the reason why I'm doing this series on my Instagram at Sally Coaching, if you want to follow me. I realized that I wasn't finding joy in anything. Like, I just wasn't having fun. Like, even things that I'd be like, oh, this is fun for me, I wasn't really enjoying. And then I realized I wasn't doing fun things in my life outside of my work and training. So I'm purposely, I don't know why I'm talking with my reel like this, but I feel quite powerful. I'm purposely trying to do something away from my work that I enjoy. So I was like, let me set myself a challenge. Not only am I doing the muscle up challenge, but now I've decided to also do this art challenge. I don't know who I think I am. Like, I'm usually not like this. I'm usually very like calculated, careful, overthinking everything, planning things. And this is like I'm just gonna give this a go. I still, like, I know I'm gonna paint a face because that's the only thing I enjoy, painting and drawing. I don't know whose face. I don't even know how do you even sell art? Like, how do you begin that process? Where do you even sell art? But anyways, I need to figure out whose face I'm gonna paint, because I was thinking of like, oh, there's pictures of people who I like who I could paint, like family and friends, but then would I be able to sell that? That's the thing. So that's the situation right now. And I'm actually just filming this to procrastinate because starting is difficult. And I have started to sketch. I don't think Harry's gonna watch this, so it's fine. I've meant to have sketched and painted 2 things for people for their birthdays. They're not done. So hopefully this will be the thing that kind of kicks that into motion. The main thing is, like, I paint something and I try and sell it. So this is obviously the season of the challenges for my own self. and I'll show you the progress. So far, I'll show you a little video of what I've drawn so far. It is like the best. I don't know who I think I am setting myself these short deadlines, but so you can see. Not even really began this at all. And there's another one, but I actually can't show you that because it's too obvious who it is. What to paint for my challenge? Because I have to paint, I need to paint and sell something in 90 days. So I don't know whose face to paint because I can't paint.
Do this first. No?
I am doing this. Who do I even paint?
Yeah, but how many days are it going to take you to finish that?
Look, this is an investment of time, energy, and space. You can't put a number on it.
What season Joe's about? It's nice. Do anything to it?
I did.
Nice, I like it.
Secret one.
What could you paint?
Well, I need to be able to sell it, don't I?
I'll have a think.
Oh,
yeah.
I think this series is actually really going to help me to enjoy my weekends more. As someone who is running their own business and trying to grow, I often struggle, especially on weekends. Like I feel like I leave certain things because I know, well, I'm just going to work on Saturday and Sunday, and then I'm never fully productive anyways. But on top of that, have the expectations of being social and doing all these things and making sure I'm messaging people back, which funnily enough, I struggle to do when it's outside of work. But I genuinely think even just planning to film this on the weekends, it made me do things that allowed me to take my time and enjoy myself and focus on those things rather than thinking that the weekend is just an extension of the week but less productive, and then you end up frustrated because you're not fully resting. So that's just a bit of an insight into my weekends. I hope you enjoyed this in some way, and even if you've made it to the end, wow, that's I appreciate you. If you do want to see anything in particular, obviously let me know because I'm open to ideas.